Hey everybody, what's going on? I just played this game on offense defense against Dirge W, I think was the player's name. He or she was like setting up a team game, and we were both on the far sides. And then he like kicked the other two players and was like, "Go, go, go!" So I don't know. I guess he or she really wanted to play me. I don't know if that was it or if they were just itching for a one-on-one. I don't know. But yeah, so we played in odd positions. So I just try to get a quick scout in. I know it's hard to scout on this map, so I'm gonna get a couple sentry guns up to try to stop any dogs that he or she may be sending in. Get some refineries close to those gems, and then I'm gonna try, since I know I have a lot of money on this map, I'm just gonna try a rush with some conscripts, even though I don't have a good scout. I know that he's France, and he got a really quick cannon, and I don't want to say this person's cheating, but it seemed really quick. No, they're not cheating. It seemed so quick. And then I realized crates were on, and I never ever play with crates. That's fun to play with crates. I just never do it. I know some people are adamantly against playing with crates. I'm not one of those people. Yeah, so I'm filling up a flak track with some conscripts for a rush, and I was like, "Ooh, I'm gonna try something new. I will waypoint these to those barracks." I don't think it worked. I don't remember why. So we'll see. And then I go, "Oh crap, crates are on." So yeah, I have some sentry guns up to block a scout. I don't think the player has scouted me at all, really, except for maybe on the side. And there it is. There's that fast cannon. So I go, well, I'm just going to give it the old college try anyway, and then boom. So apparently, if your flak track dies and there's conscripts in it before they deploy, all the conscripts die. So that's, yeah. I didn't really know that, but now I know for sure. So this guy or girl goes like quick camp with the cannon, with the French cannon. So I know I'm in for at least a longer game than I'm used to playing. So I've stretched towards the top gems, or rather the gems on the right. I'm just amassing tanks, getting some more war factories going. And at this point I'm like, well, okay, I need to tech up and then start going to mass my war factories. I don't even remember if this dude turned super weapons on, because he or she was just like, go, go, go. And I was like, okay, I guess we're playing. So I don't even know if there's super weapons on, but there's only one way to find out without asking. Oh, and obviously that battle fortress there is either scouting my oils for some reason, or my guess is that a dog of my opponents got that battle fortress from a crate or something. And I don't know if I started to realize it here or what, or if it was a little bit later, but I think to myself, okay, if I can maintain these oils, because I'm gonna gobble up this ore fairly fast. I didn't do it really fast enough because I was kind of thrown off by the whole situation. But I do gobble up the ore pretty fast, so I think to myself, okay, if I can hold onto this oil and somehow get their oil, then I'm gonna be in really, really good shape. So as you can see, I have a few tanks, not a ton. Then I realized, holy crap, this person has, battle fortresses already. They have cannons. This is not going to be easy for me. So I'm getting out a couple siege choppers early in order to protect my oil early on. And here we're going to see a crisis in a minute here. I did do a really good thing by getting that iron curtain up quick, because my opponent wasted a ton of money early on base defense, so they're not going to have super weapon for a little while at least. So I just back up here a little bit, and the opponent's just kind of taunting me, knowing that they can't come too close to my siege cannons. But then, oops, they come up a little bit, and I think, okay, I'm just going to chase this thing even if I lose a few, like 2 of those 3 tanks. You know, killing a battle fortress is just good, very good. And now something bad's about to happen because I haven't been paying attention to my opponent's base. Right there, you just saw it, but I didn't see it before. They got a bunch of Rocketeers, so I should have been glancing over there periodically like I normally would. I don't play this map often either. But look at this. Crisis mode. Okay, I have... The only air defense I have literally are those siege copters. So I have to protect that, immediately get some flak tracks out. My opponent could have really just destroyed me. I don't know. Maybe the flaks were enough, but my opponent had enough Rocketeers to really do a lot of damage. So I don't know why. I mean, I guess it wasn't that many Rocketeers, so maybe they did the right thing by not hanging out. But anyway, I got my power back up. I defended. And I think, okay, this person's massing air. I'm gonna get several flak tracks just in case that happens again. It won't be a problem. And I got a ton of money. I have way too much money. I should be, you know, something pros say. Real Strategy Gamer says this all the time. If you have a lot of money, you're playing wrong, because that means you're not spending it on tanks. So I think I'm gonna build more war factories and an industrial plant, so I can start pumping stuff out like crazy. I have my Iron Curtain ready. Unfortunately, I have to use it to defend, I think, if I remember correctly. Or at least if not in defense, I couldn't really use it in offense against the base, but yeah, I just use it here because I just want to get rid of that damn battle fortress. So, mission accomplished there. Just getting rid of that battle fortress was, you know, taking care of an immediate threat to my base, but also making my player waste essentially $2,000 because they didn't really get to use the battle fortress to its full power. You know, mixing it in with a bunch of Mirage and Grizzly and just controlling it to shoot my tanks from afar. You know, so I think that was a good move to chase them down. I'm building a nuke because they have a weather storm, and I think I'm going to be putting up some base defenses for those oils because I realize he doesn't even have his oils yet. So what's you know, what's going to win the game here? Economy, because they're camping, I'm not. And so I have to make sure I have lots of money and that they don't, as much as possible. I can mess up his or her economy as much as possible and just stay aggressive. So here, I'm a little worried because of the gap generator, but I see free miners and I take them, and this will distract the player, you know, or miner under attack while I go for the weather control device there. And I might lose a couple of my copters to those Rocketeers, but it's worth it to not have to. I mean, again, I just forced my opponent to waste $5,000 on that super weapon, and they might not get to use a weather control device at all in this game. So here, I got the power down so those cannons aren't working. I take out one more power plant and run just to kind of mess with them more. I got an industrial plant coming up. So I'm in really good shape right now. I think the opponent just camped a little too hard and spent a little too much money. He or she could have been spending all kinds of money on battle fortresses and 100 Mirage and at least put up the type of camp, you know, with not just stationary base defense, but actually using units to camp so that when I have my units coming in, my units can be followed around by my opponent. That's what they should have done. But instead, they just camped really hard with those cannons. I was able to easily take out the oil here. Not paying good enough attention. They only have one IFV for my copter and didn't even send the Rocketeers after. So I don't know what's going on with the player now, if they're just giving up or if they got something cooking under that gap generator. But I'm feeling pretty good right now. I have Tesla coils up because I know at any time my opponent could send in a few tanks and I might miss it and they might take out my oil. But now I have Tesla coil up there and I'm going to put flak cannons by my oil as well. And here I'm going to try to get the MCV.
Unit lost. Unit ready. Unit
and
lost.
They used force shield, which was a good force shield. But it did put them low power temporarily. So still kind of forcing them to do that is not bad. So now I'm going low money. Well, I'm not going like low money, but I'm hitting 0 once in a while because I'm spending everything so quickly because I have what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6. Yeah, I have 6 war factories. So I think 8 is the max to actually improve your speed of production, and I have 6. So I'm producing like crazy. I'm using the spy satellite to see where weaker buildings are, because as you know, you can't actually destroy MCV with a nuke, or with any super weapon for that matter. And so I think I saw Battle Lab, a war factory, and a refinery. So I nuke there to take out some of that stuff, some vulnerable buildings. And yeah, I have my scout drone to pick up crates. That's what I tend to use when crates are on, is just a terror drone hotkeyed on 4, and I just kind of move the terror drone around to get crates because it's a fast unit. I'm going in here potentially for the final kill. I know it's kind of dumb to use the Iron Curtain so far away, but I don't know, under that gap generator they might have 10 cannons and I just, can't even get anywhere. So now I'm going to take out the MCV, and that's pretty much a good game against France. If they don't already have like a big army, that's pretty much a good game, because they can't build cannons anymore. They can't rebuild any of the stuff that I took out with the nuke. And so here the player, I don't know, I hate it when people do this. They didn't quit properly. Instead they just like X'd out of the window or whatever. But I won. And then I was blocked, or I was banned from the game. I was kicked from the game. I tried to get back in. It said, "Oh, you are banned." And I messaged him. I was like, "Hey, GG, what's up?" And he or she was like, "Oh, it was an accident," but who knows. Anyway, good game. Thanks for watching.